Morning. Morning, hunters. How y'all doing this morning? I know I haven't been on here in a while. Been busy playing cards. Hey, got a little intel this weekend, and figured I'd like to discuss the Emlcoa, which is the enemy's most likely course of action over the next 60 days. November 3rd is fast approaching. Elections fast approaching. Everything is going on. Since 2016, the enemies of our Constitution and our country have really stepped it up. Let me back up a little bit. Here's the underlying situation as I see it. It doesn't mean it's true. As y'all know, this is an opinionated show, right? So I think that if you know anything about Agenda 21, the UN Agenda 21, which is now UN Agenda 30, it has to do with population control under the pretense of the environment and sustainability. You can Google it. It's out there. When doing so, also understand that out there there is a lot of misinformation about that particular agenda. It's a shuffling of populations into areas of control and reserving land that is privately owned now under the control of the government for sustainability of the population that remains. I said remains. So the leaders of the world know that this current system is unsustainable. They've known that for years. They have also known that they had to do something about it. So they put this operation in the works. But the only way they can be successful, the only way they can successfully control a population is by removing their ability to defend themselves and propaganda. That sounds like Stalin. That sounds like Hitler. And that sounds like Chairman Mao. All right. So they've put this operation in place. They have flooded the media with propaganda. And the United States has been that piece of paper, that U.S. Constitution, which a lot of the politicians are wiping their butt with, has been the document that stands in the way of their goals. So 8 years of the Obama administration, and say what you want, Obama used the Constitution to his advantage, and he used the rule of law to his advantage, kind of like Donald Trump used the tax code to his advantage. So you can't fault either one of them. But the plan from the get-go was to have Hillary get in there to continue the behind-the-scenes deep state destruction of the fabric of the country. And along came Donald Trump, good, bad, or indifferent, and he disrupted that. And they have done nothing but try to discredit him, and they've done a very good job of discrediting him and pushing him to make many mistakes. Make no mistake, folks, this country is in trouble. The dollar will fall, and is falling now. And over the last several months, food prices have tripled. Tripled. What used to cost, $60 now costs $180. It's crazy. And for those of you out there that go to the grocery store on a regular basis, you see it. Our economy is not really a capitalist economy. It is a regulated capitalist economy. It's not supply and demand. It's prop up and demand. When the Federal Reserve manipulates the stock market, that's not capitalism. That's something different. When renters, by federal and state mandate, are not required to pay their rent to private property owners, that's state-controlled socialism. I'm just telling you. That's what it is. That's where we're at. When farmers are required to destroy crops, whether it be kill the chickens, the hogs, or the wheat, that is state-controlled socialism. Why did they kill the hogs? Why did they kill the hogs and not feed all the people that were out of work with them? Which is still socialism, because the farmer's not getting paid for that unless they subsidize the farmer with my money. That's socialism. Y'all get it? And Trump stood up there and said, we'll never be a socialist country. We're a socialist country now. It's much worse than you think. It's much worse than we all thought. Are you prepared to give up everything you have to take back this country? Patriots? Card players? Are you prepared to give it all up? Our forefathers were and did. Were and did. But only a select few. It's worse. Emlcoa. Enemy's most likely course of action over the next 30 days is to attack. There is a pending attack on our institution and on our inner cities that will ramp up over the next 30 days. In efforts to no later than 30 days, in efforts to disrupt the upcoming election in November. They want to disrupt it. That is their goal. You're going to see it. And when they do that, some hard decisions are going to have to be made. It's not looking good, people. It's looking worse than I thought. So, think about it. Figure out what you can do at your level to protect yourselves, your families, and your brothers on your left and your right. I hope y'all are prepared. And I guess on another note, concerning Virginia, the new red flag laws, there's been over 3 dozen times when the red flag law has been used already in Virginia since July 1. 3 dozen times. 3 dozen people within the state already have been temporarily or permanently had their rights to due process and the Second Amendment stripped from them. 3 dozen in a very short period of time. So watch your 6. Be smart. God bless you all. Keep your powder dry. Sic Semper Tyrannis.